Greetings, everyone, and welcome. It is April the 9th. What happened to the mineral agreement between Ukraine and the United States? Oh, it's still floating around out there. Yes, supposed to have been signed about a month ago, then a couple of weeks ago. But the terms that started to become public basically treated Ukraine as a defeated nation, the United States the victorious nation, and Ukraine was having to pay reparations back to the United States. And once again, Russia and Vladimir Putin are off the hook. Well, that deal today was spoken of from Ukraine. You've been seeing in the headlines, oh, Ukraine is sending a delegation to the United States in a few days, and they're going to be working on signing the mineral agreement. Everything's going to come to a great conclusion, and it's going to be a good thing for Ukraine. It's going to be a good thing for America. It's going to be a good thing for Russia. You're hearing all of this. Well, today on Ukrainian media, that is absolutely being rejected. No deal. No deal. I want to share this with you right now. Ukraine did not agree to the U.S. proposed version, and that is the revised version of the subsoil agreement. And this is coming directly from People's Deputy Bogdan Kitsak. He states it is clear that the Ukrainian side cannot accept such conditions because this would effectively mean the loss of our economic and state sovereignty. We have made no progress. The final compromised version must be ratified by the Rada. And he takes it a step further in the video I'm getting ready to show you. He states, this is Kitsak, we are aware of Trump's threats to Zelensky with big problems. Remember, it was about a week ago, Trump was on Air Force One and saying, yeah, we're getting close. We're working on peace. It's coming around. Of course, Ukraine continually being struck. Civilian targets, drones flying over Ukraine right now as I am recording this, and they are bad news. Ladies and gentlemen, Russia getting better at their attack tactics. We are aware of Trump's threats to Zelensky with big problems if Ukraine does not agree. But I've got news for you. Ukraine will not be held hostage by Donald Trump. Ukraine will not be held hostage by pressure. That nation has been under more pressure than any nation on the planet for the last 3 years. And they have a rock solid president who is standing strong, even in the face of adversity coming from every angle around him, including Ukrainian born Congresswoman Victoria Spartz, who is an absolute traitor to her home nation. And yes, I have met her and know her personally. It's just what it is. The subsoil deal right now is basically on the back burner. You're not hearing anything from the United States. You just see a random headline every now and then. But today, Kitsak talking directly about the Ukrainian perspective, and the world needs to hear this. Here it is.
If we look at the mineral agreement plan between the U.S. and Ukraine, let's break down the diplomatic jargon into plain language. It's clear to everyone that the Americans have essentially reverted to their initial proposal, which was widely discussed in the media. This version would effectively hand over all mineral rights and port logistics to their control. Understandably, Ukraine can't accept these terms. It would mean losing our economic sovereignty in the near future. So now we're in a diplomatic back and forth. Our experts are discussing the framework for negotiations. The Americans have sent us their document to start with. They say, look, we're sending our reps now. We say, no, that's not how it'll work. Here are our starting terms. We'll work with these. If we reach a compromise, we'll move step by step. Once we have a draft, top officials like Sviridenko, Yermak, or President Zelensky himself will come to sign. The final document will be presented to the Ukrainian public and parliament for ratification. This will allow for implementation through new laws or regulations.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you didn't know it. So it is a big fat no. The United States trying to push on their desires. And Ukraine saying, no, it doesn't really work that way. You're not going to hold us hostage nor steal from us. Additionally, we're not just going to sign anything and anybody can't sign it. It can go all the way up to the top where the president will be signing. And by the way, this must be ratified by the Rada and the Ukrainian people. This goes right back to the argument that Zelensky has stated from the beginning in regard to the subsoil agreement. The subsoil, the rare earth treasures that are under the ground of sovereign Ukrainian territory is not Zelensky's. It's not a government official's. It is property of the Ukrainian people, and the Ukrainian people will have their voice. That for sure does not sound like a dictator to me, but that sounds like a great leader. So if you're wondering what happened to the rare earth mineral deals, that's where it is today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, and we will keep you posted. Be blessed.